back everybody to our Zillow Price Buster series. Today we're going to be at 7 Northview Terrace in Hamden, Massachusetts. There's 4 beds, 2 baths, 2,046 square feet. Year built 1947 in a 1-car attached garage. Our Zillow's estimate is $400,500. So with that being said, our actual comparative market analysis value, without being inside the home, without looking at the home, so it's a little bit of a quick scheme. So we have an actual value of $425. So you might be asking or thinking, how did we get that? So today I pulled single family homes that sold between today and 3 months ago. So to get that most accurate market value. So I pulled the towns of Hamden and Wilbraham between 1,800 and 2,200 square feet with a year built between 1930 to 1970 and 1+ garages. So that's kind of how we get the gist of pulling all these properties, and I eliminated some of the properties that I felt did not suit this particular subject property. So that's kind of how we do it. Zillow doesn't really go that far in depth. They basically take comparable homes in and around the area, structure-wise, so beds, baths, square footage, stuff like that. But they're not eliminating properties that aren't of like kind. So Zillow doesn't really take in consideration whether your home is on a side street or a main road. With our comparative market analysis, we use Google Earth. We get on that street level, we're looking around the neighborhood, we're essentially verifying that homes we are comparing it to are compared to your home. So if your home is on a side street, we are looking at homes that are on side streets to try to compare your home to. We're not looking at homes that are on main roads. So another way that we like to do our comparative market analysis, or another step that we like to use, is debits and credits. So for example, if the subject property that we are doing our comparative market analysis on has a garage and maybe our comparables do not, we are giving the subject property a credit because they have a garage and the other comparable properties do not. So it truly depends on the property and the structure, but we will find creative ways to get you the value that your home deserves. So the last thing I want to go over is real-time data and what we also look at in our comparative market analysis. So you have our active properties, which our potential competition, depending on if we see that fits in our CMA, and then you have contingents and under agreements. So contingents and under agreements are something that we like to call real-time data. So based on our market knowledge, we look at our days to offer and our days on the market. We can determine whether that property potentially went over asking price, under asking price, or potentially list price. It's more or less an educated guess based on what we're seeing on those particular properties. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Just wanted to give you a little bit of insight into the process we use for our comparative market analysis.